Hello everybody, this is Juntas and so forth. Let's get this going. Lately I've been tired of all the drama and shit in the Diablo 2 YouTube community and just in general, Diablo. I feel like the community has some wasted potential in regard to the growth. I'm kind of involved as a spectator in Age of Empires 2 community. And like, if you don't even know what Age of Empires 2 is, that's just an old RTS from like 2001 that has gotten, an HD release on Steam in recent years. Now they also announced Age of Empires 4. Pretty hyped for that as well. But yeah, it's basically just an RTS game. And why do I talk about an 2001 old game in a Diablo 2 context? Well, it's because I like to believe that we have one of the best, if not the best, community of gamers on this very community. We have the main dude, Zero Empires, who's been here for so many years, streaming, doing the YouTube stuff. He's basically the drive, the force behind the community. He makes shit happen. He got sponsored deals, he made tournaments, he makes good YouTube content. He kind of started the whole community endgame spectator scenario view where we kind of like watch pros play the game. And by the time he got big, the pros also kind of noticed, oh yeah, there's actually a community that's still alive, maybe I should bank on this myself. And yeah, let's move on to the Viper then. The Viper, yeah, you can also just mention Viper and Doubt together. Like, there's more than just those two. They are all just so freaking, big by now. They're like, they're actually, at least Viper is able to start living on it, which is pretty freaking sweet considering, again, it's an old game just like Diablo 2. You have to remember this. They're both freaking old, but they're for some reason more live, more big. Everything is just growing right now in the Age of Empires 2 community. I'm not saying that just to kind of make it look bigger than it is. It is growing, and that is kind of like been the deal the last year or two or whatever. But yeah, I feel like the drama, the hate in Diablo 2 community is kind of, setting us back. There's a lot of infighting, and I can just quickly mention like this one here, the Heroes of Tristram channel. Like this dude here and Indrik's video on Extimus. Of course, it's fair enough, it's fair game and all, but I just don't freaking care. Like, the dude used a program to help him enhance his gameplay, something like that. And sure, he maybe was like, oh, we should play legit and we should play blah blah. All that bullshit, it freaking doesn't matter. What matters is that you do yourself, just freaking do yourself, and you will eventually just start growing. Like, the only freaking channel right now on Diablo 2 that is actually decent enough, and that is, the speedrunner king himself, We can just type it like speedrunner Diablo 2 and you'll just, it's freaking amazing. Mr. Llama, he's just everywhere. And honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't even think that we had a Diablo 2 community that's actually alive right now. Like, he never fucking does any weird shit. He just does himself, and it's so cool to see. He's exactly like these streamers here that I'm talking about. Like, for an example, Viper, obviously pretty big now, he's able to kind of live on it, whatever. But he's actually sometimes like helping other players directly, sharing views, attraction, traffic, maybe even going as far as sharing a prize pool money and shit like that. I feel like if Diablo 2 community is going to grow, we need to kind of stop fighting between each other and be more like Mr. Llama and just kind of do ourselves. It's like, that's another thing. I can also just really mention really fast, and I do mean freaking any video these guys do, none of them have drama, negative comments. I can just quickly, let's just see, the 100k subscriber video, boom, Spirit of Law. There's just no negativity. Congrats, all hail, congrats. Like, there's no negativity, nothing. And it's the same thing from like, oh, let's just take a random shit here, 20,000 views. And look at the dislike ratio, like that's just good vibe, energy, freaking everywhere, no negativity. Let's just go into like a smaller LE2 content guy. Like he is one of those people who tends to, he kind of does like a Muldren, if you know Muldren the streamer, where he stops uploading for like 5 months at a time or something, but that's because of life in real life, you know. Boom, let's just take a random game, only 3,000 views. Boom, boom, boom. Few comments, but they're all really, you know, your commentary is way too fast. Like that's also a thing that I kind of dislike about him, but that's his style. Like that's the negativity comment. And look at the like to diss radio as well. Let's just take out like his English is pretty broken. Like if you think my English is kind of bad, look at this. 0 dislikes on a 4-month-old video. Boom, boom, boom. Congrats, GG. And it just keeps on going. And then we can even just go take like the most popular Tower Rush masterpiece, 200k freaking views. And let's just see the like to dislike. Oh, look at that freaking shit, 200,000 views. So 200,000 views, that obviously means it's gone viral, you know, it's gone like beyond the community. Like some people who clicks on the video obviously don't understand this particular channel, this particular player, whatever. You are a weak noob. Tower Rush only works to newbie. How can your channel have so high views? Waste my time. Like that's the funny troll comment he gets when his video went kind of viral, and he pinned it himself, and then he just gets these freaking it's just so even the laugh factor, trollolol, Bill, there's no other stream worth watching, long live the Bible. I know, you know, by now I'm just probably sucking their dick or whatever, but I really feel like the community right now in Diablo 2 is crap, and then I have to compare it to a game that I'm involved in myself that is, funnily enough, maybe not as old, but it's like a year or 2 years older, Diablo 2. And I feel like Diablo 2 is so known, you know, worldwide. It's a big phenomenon. Still, people know what Diablo 2 is. But for some reason, it doesn't take off. It doesn't get big. Even if we have people like Mr. Llama who are, you know, promoting shit on Twitch and growing somewhat fast. Like for my own case, I would definitely also be more motivated if I was able to grow the channel. Just a little bit. Like I see DJ 102 Waters, he is growing quite good as well. Like he's bigger than me now as well, so that's pretty cool. But like like he also sometimes commented, just stop the drama and something, like kind of like what I'm doing now. So that's cool to see. Like he also just does his own thing. But like that's also another thing. There's been some recent times where people switch to games. Like I also upload other games than just Diablo 2. And when people kind of do that, they get a lot of hate for that as well. I don't think that's kind of fair. Like there's so many other games out there than Diablo 2 that are still centered around the same concept. You know, PoE, Path of Exile, whatever you want to call all those games. Grim Dawn, in my case, I quite like that. The expansion was just released for Grim Dawn as well. Haven't really bought it yet, but I'll probably get around to it eventually. Anywho, I don't want to make it any longer than this. Just let's just try to avoid this and avoid the the other channel here. Heroes of Tristan. Let's
what is going?
Like I totally get his points in the video as well if he actually ends up watching this one. But what the fuck does it help? Like let's just try to make the community really awesome, because a lot of people will flock to that positivity, that awesome, that troll, that fun factor. Because honestly, I've never seen a better gaming community than Age of Empires 2 right now is. So let's try to copy what actually works, and let's get the first Diablo 2 related, 100% true Diablo 2 related channel to like I don't know, 50,000 subscribers and 500 subscribers on Twitch or whatever. Like, those goals should be reachable, especially also just considering maybe an HD version of Diablo 2 will actually come in like half a year or whatever, because like there's so much potential and growth if that happens. Age of Empires HD version sold 500 million copies. That's at least the rumor, or how I understood it on Twitch. So if 500 million people maybe buy the HD version of Diablo 2, if it's gonna come within like a year or 2 years, whatever, the potential is just there. So let's make the community awesome now, and actually just let's get going. Stop with all the hate and dislikes and drama and whatever. But yeah, let's just end it here. Didn't really want to make this video now, but I kind of just got tired of it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and have a good one.